Everything has its own limitations. Many intellectuals, many self proclaimed thinkers are shouting at the top of their voice against the superstitious beliefs followed by the people. The quacks, half baked astrologers, and people without the in depth knowledge of the texts are exploiting the helplessness of the ignorant people. Astrology should be the last resort. How can any astrologer help a corrupt politician who has committed blunders? How can the astrology cure the damaged liver of a drunkard? Many of our problems are self made. What is the use of a corrupt politician wandering from one temple to the other to save himself? Do gods help them for their cruel deeds? Gods only help when we go with clean hands. All television channels have given importance to these astrologers who misguide the people. Can the channels take the responsibility when people suffer heavy losses because of the misguidance of these astrologers? Why no intellectual is not raising his voice against the cancerous growth of the bad astrology? I had said earlier that astrology should be like pickle in a rice bowl. It should not occupy the portion of the rice itself. Intellectuals should fight against the channels too. They don't do it because they don't want to go against the press for political reasons. Their fight is not genuine. They fight against Made Snana, nude worship, discrimination between men and women in giving entry into the temple. All are good fights. The reasons behind the fights are reasonable. They are politically useful to score points against the opponents. Any fight should be born out of genuine heartfelt concern. We come across many examples of successful marriages where horoscopes of the bride and the bridegroom haven't taken into consideration. There are many examples of failures in arranged marriages where even the horoscopes match perfectly. Vastu Shastra was written when a man could get abundant space in ancient times. How can we expect a man to follow Vastu when his site is 20 feet by 30 feet? Many have become slaves to Vastu. Nothing is in our hands. Man proposes, God disposes. Let there be a method, but let there be no madness. I like to mention an incident which happened long ago when we were children. An astrologer used to deal with his clients on the veranda of Ganesha temple in Sagar, my native town. A client asked about a thing which he had lost. The astrologer, after all his fake calculations, pronounced his verdict. Astrologer said that the thing that is lost is in the kitchen, in the northern side. The client started laughing. The astrologer asked why he was laughing. The thing that was disappearing was not any object but a calf of a buffalo. The astrologer had to put his head in shame. The society also has to learn that everything has its own limitations. This article is written by Professor S.C Gowrishankara and voice artist Sejal.